Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome everybody to today's lesson. I hope all of you are ready for the class with your wudu done, and I hope all of you have your heads covered appropriately. Just a reminder, please make sure your ID is correct, and please make sure that your video is off, because it does distract other people in the class when we see pictures of students at home. So without any further ado, if we can begin today's lesson, if we can have a student, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Our first student is A5345.
A5345. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today?
Good.
Alhamdulillah, excellent. So we're going to start with our prayer to begin our lesson today. Okay, so we start with Tawud, Tasmiyah, and then the prayer. Okay, so if you follow me. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Now from here, Rabbi zidni ilma.
Rabbi zidni ilma.
Beautiful. Would you like to read the English for me?
Yeah. Oh my Lord, increase my knowledge. Increase my knowledge.
Increase my knowledge.
Taha 115.
Excellent. Jazakumullah. Very lovely. Beautiful recitation. Very confidently done. Excellent. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you.
Okay, good. So before we move further on to today's lesson, just as you were all told yesterday as well, we will be having an exam, which is just for us to be able to see how far you're getting. It's for you to be able to understand how much you need to do, how much you know, how much you're confident with. Okay, so we're just going to quickly go through this. So the exam announcement is that there will be a G1 exam in week 7. That's this week, inshallah. And the purpose of the exam is to encourage you to be mindful of all the rules that you've been taught so far. Okay, so all of the rules that we've done so far, it will all come together in the exam. Okay, the format of the exam will be that students will be asked to recite several words from the Quran or from Talimul-Quran that we have been studying. Okay, what is being tested? So the examiner will observe such things as general pronunciation of thick and thin letters, pronunciation when strokes are involved, so harakat, so whether that's fatha, dhamma, kasra, and all the other strokes that we have, the timings of the strokes, so your elongation, okay, and also whether or not it's 1 second or 2 seconds. Yes, that's what we've done so far, and reading will be the main component of the exam. Anything else that will be tested, the examiner may ask questions such as, what is the name of the stroke? What is a madmoom letter? Okay, so those are things that you need to try to revise as well. It's not necessary that you will definitely be chosen by the examiner, because obviously, mashallah, we have so many students in our class, and due to time constraints, some of you will be chosen, not all of you, in this particular exam. And I want all of you to remember that we are all learning. Okay, even us as teachers, we are constantly learning. So I don't want anybody to be worried about what level they're at, because all of you are going to be at different levels. The important thing is that you need to just try your best. Okay, that's what's important. Remember, this is not an exam where you're going to be put into the next class, or you're not going to be put into the next class. This is all to help you to know where you need extra help. Okay, children do need to be careful of the videos, please. There's a lot of videos coming up today, and we need to make sure those videos are off. We should not be able to see students in their homes, right? Okay, so what we're going to do today, very quickly, before we start the lesson, the proper lesson of today, is we're quickly going to go over some of the Arabic terms that we have been looking at this term so far. And this is, again, like a revision for whenever the exam takes place. Okay, so Arabic terms, and what we mean by that is things like this. So we have 3 basic strokes that we all know, that we've been doing since the beginning, which is fatha, which is the stroke on top of the letter, kasra, which is the stroke underneath the letter, and dhamma, which is this shape here, which goes on top of the letter as well. And remember, each of these, if this stroke is on a letter, any of these strokes is just a 1 second timing. You do not elongate, you keep it very soft and just to 1 second. Okay, so these are things that you will need to know, and all of you've been doing in every single lesson, so it's not something new. Okay, so those are basic strokes, right? We then have our long stretch strokes. Okay, so we have our vertical fatha here. Change it to my hand. Our vertical fatha, which is again on top of a letter. We have our vertical kasra, which is underneath a letter. And we have our inverted dhamma, which again would be on top of a letter. And when either any of these strokes are on top of or underneath a letter, we have a 2 second timing. Okay, simple strokes is 1 second, long stretch are 2 second. Okay. Then we have tanween or nonation. Okay, so we have our fathatain, which is the stroke of fatha, which comes up twice on top of a letter. Okay, so in this example here, we have our alif with a fatha here. Okay, our maftu letter. Remember, this is a maftu letter, and we would pronounce that just for 1 second. We then have fathatain, which is 2 seconds, and we have a guna sound. So we have an. And if you remember, the guna sound is where we feel the air in our nose pipe. Okay, so like we would say in Urdu, the word pankha, which means fan, that sound which comes in pankha, that's a guna sound. Okay, so this would be an. Okay, now again, this is our alif with our kasra. Okay, maksur letter, that is E. E. Kasratain is when there are 2 strokes of kasra, and again we need to make our guna sound, so that is in. Okay, and here we have our alif with our dhamma, our madmoom letter, which is U. U. Okay. And here we have our tanween, our dhammatain, so that would be un. Okay, and it's very important that we make sure that we remember this is our 2 second guna sound. Okay, 2 seconds there. Right, move on. Now, what is a sakin letter and what is a sukoon? Okay, this little thing here, which looks like a tiny little dal, is our sukoon. Okay, this symbol here is a sukoon. And this letter here, which is in this case a lam, is our sakin letter because the sukoon is on top of the lam. So a letter with a sukoon on top of it is our sakin letter. Okay, and when you have a letter with a sukoon on top of it, you have to join the previous letter to that letter. Okay, so in this example, we have here an alif with a fatha. So our maftu letter is alif, our sakin letter is lam, and we would pronounce that al. Al. Okay, in this example here, our maftu letter, the letter with a fatha, is the ha. Remember, from the middle of the throat, ha. And our sakin letter here is mim. So we would pronounce this hum. Hum. Okay. In this case here, this would be an. An. And in this case here, it will be zal. Zal. Okay, so the sukoon is the symbol. The sakin letter is the letter which has the sukoon on top of it. Okay, let's move on. Now, what is your mushaddad letter? Now, a mushaddad letter is a letter with a shadda or tashdid on top of it. So here, for example, we have our shadda here. This is our shadda. And the mushaddad letter would be the ba, because that is the letter which has the shadda on top of it. Okay? And remember, mushaddad means hardened, pressing down on. So we really have to make sure that when we're checking ourselves and revising, that we really harden this letter. So this would be sabbi, sabbi. And in the whole word, sabbihu, sabbihu. Because in this example, we have our sukoon here as well. So we have ha sakin. So we have to make sure we join all of that together. Okay? In the next example, we'd have kibban, kibban. Because we have a tanween on top of our shadda, which makes it a little bit more, not complicated, but a bit more to think about. Okay? Mukibban, mukibban. Here, burri, burri. And in the word, burrizat, burrizat. Okay? Zakka. Now, I elongated that for 2 seconds because we have a vertical fatha there. So we have to remember there's a shadda and a vertical fatha. So there's 2 rules to remember there. Zakka. Okay? Yazakka. Yazakka. 2 seconds. Okay? So next rule. Gunna, nasalization. Right, we just spoke about gunna a second ago as well. Remember when we said the gunna means this nose, from the sustained nose from the nasal pipe or the nose pipe. Okay, so a noon with a shadda or a meme with a shadda is called a noon gunna if there's a noon with a shadda, or a meme gunna if it's a meme with a shadda. Okay, and you'll pronounce it inna, inna. So you're holding on the joining for 2 seconds there. And over here, ummi, ummi. Okay, again, you're holding on the joining for 2 seconds and you're making sure that there's a nasal sound which comes at that point. Okay, so meme gunna and noon gunna. Now, madda, normal elongation. We've done a lot of this over the last week or so. So what are the 3 huruful madda? We have alif madda, waw madda, which is a vowel with a sukoon, and ya madda. Okay, and alif madda is a blank alif. The letter before it must carry a fatha. And that is how we know we elongate this for 2 seconds. So this is ra, ra. Okay. Waw madda is a vowel with a sukoon. The letter before it has to have a dhamma, and we elongate that for 2 seconds. Tu, tu. Okay. And our ya madda, ya with a sukoon. The letter before it must have a kasra. And again, you elongate for 2 seconds. See, see. Okay, so you've got to think about quite a lot here, because you'll have other letters also that are on the page in the word. You have to recognize these three as your haruful madda, letters of elongation. Okay, and the next one is our haruful leen. Okay, our haruful leen, which are our soft elongation. So leen means to ease or to soften. Okay, so waw leen is a waw with a sukoon. The letter before it must have a fatha, and you would pronounce that ow, ow. Okay, and then you have ya leen. Again, this is a ya with a sukoon. The letter before it must have a fatha, and that would be lay, lay. Okay, and that we now go on to our last one, which you don't have to worry about, because this is what the lesson we are going to cover today, which is wasl, or combining. And before we start, this is a great introduction to today's lesson, that wasl, which is today's lesson, means to connect or link. Okay, so we've covered everything that you've done so far very, very quickly. It only took us a few minutes to do that, about 8 minutes. Okay, we've covered that all. You all know it. You just need to keep practicing, and that will build your confidence. Okay, so we will now move on to today's lesson, which is combining, or like I just told you, wasl. Right, so wasl means to connect or link, which I just said. There are many words, many Quranic words which either start or end with blank letters. Now, a blank letter is quite straightforward. It's a letter like this, here. This alif here, you can see, which has no stroke, this alif here. Okay, or we could say, let's do another example, this ya here and this alif here. There's no strokes on them, they're blank. Okay, these blank letters are dropped while connecting two words, but they are maintained when read alone. There are two categories of such words. Firstly, blank letters between mutaharrik and sakin letters, and secondly, blank letters between mutaharrik and mushaddad letters. Don't get worried about this. Mutaharrik means a letter which has a stroke, and we just covered what sakin means. Sakin means a letter with a sukoon. Okay, so this is what we're going to cover today. We're going to look at how to pronounce words, two words, when they are being joined together, and what to do about all these blank letters in the middle. Right, so let's just go straight on to the first example. Okay, exercise 18.1. I'm going to look just at this one here. Okay, I'll put my hand here. Now here, you can see there's lots going on, and there are lots of blank letters as well. So we need to know what to do with these blank letters. Okay, now this first blank letter here, this one here, is an alif madda, because there is a qaf with a fatha on top, so this would be pronounced qa. Right? This alif here is also an alif madda, because the lam has a fatha on top, so that is la. Okay. Now here, there's another blank alif, and then there's a lam and a ha and a mim and a dal, right? And if you look under here at this example, it will show you if these two words were to be pronounced separately, they would be pronounced like this. So we would say this word here, which is qala, and then we would say this word here, just the second one, which it won't do. So just this word here. Okay, let's leave the highlighting, which would be alhamdu. Alhamdu. But because we are joining these words together, we need to ignore these blank letters and we need to join this lam all the way over to this lam here. Okay, and it's written here underneath so we know how to pronounce it. So it says qala alhamdu. Okay, and if we do it from here, qala alhamdu. Okay, so it's not a difficult lesson to learn. It's just you need to be mindful of the blank letters and you don't need to pronounce them, but you do need to remember your alif mother. Okay, so if we have our first student on the line, and we'll go through this with a student so everybody can practice at home.
Yes, N6346.
N6346. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. How are you? Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Excellent. Good. Are you been revising?
Yes.
Brilliant. Excellent. So you're just going to go through these examples with me, and everybody else at home, please go through it at home as well, because this is a new lesson. We need everybody to practice this. Okay, so let's start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah, and then we'll begin with our words. So, A'udhu Billah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Excellent, good. So, like I just went through, we've got the examples of two words and how they are going to be joined together. Okay, so we're just going to recite the whole word together here. Okay, so قال الحمد.
قال الحمد.
Beautiful, well done. Now we're going to go on to the next one. Again, it's the same thing. We have two separate words. So we have this word here, and we have this word which starts at this alif and it goes to here. So let's pronounce the words separately and then we'll join them all together. So in this case, it's وَدْخُلُوا
وَادْخُلُوا
الْبَابَ
الْبَابَ
وَادْخُلُوا الْبَابَ.
وَادْخُلُوا الْبَابَ.
Good. وَادْخُلُوا الْبَابَ.
وَادْخُلُوا الْبَابَ.
Good, excellent. This example underneath is not showing the blank letters, it's just showing you how to pronounce, okay? So we're going to go back up to the main word, because this is how you would see it if it was in the Quran. And you can see there's a blank waw, a blank alif, and a blank alif. We are not going to pronounce any of those. There is also a blank alif here, which we are not going to pronounce because we're going to join this waw with this dal here. Okay, the only blank alif which will be pronounced is this one, which is an alif madha because the ba has a fatha on it. Okay, so
Okay.
وَادْخُلُوا الْبَابَ.
وَادْخُلُوا الْبَابَ.
Good, excellent, well done, brilliant. So next one, again, we have the separate words and then the whole word. So fi al-ardi,
al-ardi.
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 Good. Fil ardi.
Fil ardi.
Good. So here we have the whole word, but with no blank letters to show us how to pronounce it. Okay. Here in this example, we have a blank ya and a blank alif. We are not going to pronounce either of those letters. Okay. We are going to join this fa all the way to this lam over here. So we have fil ardi.
Fil ardi.
Fil ardi.
Fil ardi.
Beautiful, well done. That's lovely recitation. Thank you so much. Jazakallah N63.
Jazakallah.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, if we could have our next student, please.
Yes, A5337.
A5337. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you, A5337?
Good.
Excellent, good. That's what I like to hear. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes.
Brilliant, good. So we are this time on our second line. We don't have anything broken down like we did on the first line, but we just have to remember that we are not going to pronounce these blank letters, okay? And it's all highlighted in red, so we can see we need to join here from this ghain all the way here to this lam, okay? So if we start with Tawuz and Tasmiya, and then you can follow me along the line.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
يبلغ الحلم.
يبلغ الحلم
Good. يبلغ الحلم.
يبلغ الحلم.
Beautiful, well done, excellent. Next example, again, we have a blank ya, a blank alif. We don't need to pronounce either of those two letters. We would join from this dal here all the way to this sin with a schoon there. Okay, so الذي استوقد.
الذي استوقد.
Good. الذي استوقد.
الذي استوقد.
Qada, excellent, beautiful, well done. Now, last one here. And again, remember, and I don't want people at home to get worried, these are quite long, so you do need to take a nice deep breath before reciting these combined words, because it's more than one word, okay? So again, we have two words here, this one here, this one here, two blank alifs here, which we are not going to pronounce, okay? We're going to join straight from this dal all the way to the sin over here, okay? So, فَإِذَا فَإِذَا اسْتَأْذَنُوكَ.
فَإِذَا اسْتَأْذَنُوكَ.
The.
The.
Good, well done. Once more. فَإِذَا اسْتَأْذَنُوكَ.
فَإِذَا اسْتَأْذَنُوكَ.
Beautiful, well done, excellent, very nice recitation. Make sure your dhal is, remember, like a th sound, the sound, okay? So this is a the sound, all right? The, okay? Excellent, well done. Jazakumullah, thank you so much for your help. Allah Hafiz. Can I have our next student, please?
Yes, N6324.
N6324. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you today?
Fine.
Are you well, alhamdulillah?
Yes.
Good. Are you understanding everything okay?
Yes. I can't hear you.
Assalamu alaikum, day teacher. We can't hear you. Assalamu alaikum, day teacher.
Wa alaikum assalam. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what suddenly happened.
Okay. I've shared my screen.
Jazakumullah. Sorry to the students for that. I'm not sure what happened. Let me see if I can share my screen again.
Okay.
Okay, I think hopefully that should be okay now. Discipline in charge, can you see my screen okay?
Yes, I can see.
Excellent, good, Jazakumullah. Sorry about the interruption there. I think there was something wrong with the connection on my side. So we'll carry on line 3, please.
Okay, we'll choose another student maybe then.
Okay.
Okay. N6328.
Assalamu alaikum, N6328.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Excellent, good. So we'll start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah and we'll carry on with today's lesson. Okay. So A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
So here we have a blank ya, a blank alif. We will not pronounce either of those letters and we will join from this dal all the way to the ra over here. Okay, are you ready? You just have to follow me, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Alladhir,
الذي
alladhirta,
الذي
alladhirtada.
الذي
Beautiful, very good, and very nice elongation there at the end. Excellent, well done. Okay, let's go over to the next one. Again, we're going to go really slowly and you just need to follow me. Okay, so we're going to start here. Remember, this is a blank ya, this is a blank alif, so you do not need to pronounce either of those two letters. We will join this dal all the way to this lam here. Okay, so biha.
بها
Beautiful. Bihadil.
بهذا
Bihadil
بهذا
Beautiful. Bilhadil yi.
بهذا
Beautiful, excellent, very, very nice. Well done, very good effort. Okay, well done. So let's move on to this last one here. Again, there's a blank alif here, blank alif here. We are not going to pronounce either of those. We're going to join from this waw with the dam on top, waw with mum, all the way to this lam here. Okay, so let's start this. Ra'a,
رأى
ra'awul,
رأى
ra'awul,
رأى
Beautiful, well done. Ra'awul aya. Beautiful, excellent. Now we're just going to join that last letter, okay? Ra'awul ayati. Beautiful, that was lovely recitation N6328. That was really, really good. Well done. Keep practicing that to make sure that you recognize which letters you are not to pronounce and which letters you need to join. Okay, so that was really, really good, mashallah. Well done. Jazakumullah for your help. Allah Hafiz. Okay, if we could have our next student, please.
Yes, A5328.
Assalamu alaikum, 85328.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. You're understanding the lesson, okay?
Yes.
Excellent, good. So we're just going to follow me down. Make sure that we don't pronounce the blank letters, okay? So, Tawuz and Tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful, well done. So we're going to start here. Remember, blank alif, we are not pronouncing. This one, everybody listen very carefully. Here we have a waw with a hamza on top of it. If you remember, I think we've mentioned this to you before. but everybody take note of this. We are not going to pronounce the waw at all. We are only going to pronounce the hamza. The waw is like a chair for the hamza. It's just something for the hamza to sit on top of. Okay, so we are going to pronounce this hamza with the dhamma to this lam here. So this section would be ul. Okay, ul. Yeah, repeat after me. Ul.
Ul.
Excellent, good. So that section is ul. Now we're going to start from the beginning. So, yabda,
Yabda.
yabda'ul,
Yabda'ul.
khalqa,
Khalqa.
yabda'ul khalqa,
Yabda'ul khalqa.
yabda'ul khalqa.
Yabda'ul khalqa.
Qa. Well done, excellent. Remember, this is a thick qaf sound. Brilliant, very, very nice, well done. Next example. Now here we have a blank waw here, we have a blank ya here, and we have a blank alif here, okay, which we are not going to pronounce, okay, any of those letters. So the only letter that we need to join is this lam to this lam here. So this will be lil.
Lil.
Lil, excellent, good. So we're going to start at the beginning. Li'u,
Li'u.
li'u lil,
Li'ulil.
li'u lil al,
Li'ulil al.
li'u lil al babi.
Li'ulil albabi.
Excellent. Why did we make this longer here?
Because there's an alif after the ba with a fatha.
Excellent. So this is called an alif madda. Yes, so this blank letter we are looking at because it's a blank alif after the ba with a fatha. It's our alif madda. We elongate that for 2 seconds. Brilliant. Well done, A5328. Well done. Next one here. Okay. Again, we have a blank alif here. So how will we pronounce this section here?
Qalu.
Good. So just these first two letters, qa, 2 seconds. Okay. Excellent. Now this lam, we are going to join to this dal, and there's a blank waw, a blank alif, a blank alif. We are not going to pronounce any of those. Okay, so we're going to skip those completely, and this will be lud.
Lud.
Good. Qalud.
Qalud.
Qalud'u.
Qalud'u.
Qalud'u lana.
Qalud'u lana.
Beautiful, very nice. Excellent, A5328. That was very nice recitation. Well done. Jazakumullah for your help.
Khudafis.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, next student, please.
N6359.
Good, N6359. Now, N6359, wa alaikum assalam. N6359. Brilliant. Okay, so we are now starting our exercise 18.2. So I want you to stay on the line with me and just let me explain this, and then I will ask you to continue to help us with recitation. Okay, so in the previous examples, we had a mutaharik letter, a letter with a stroke, followed by a sakin letter, a letter with a sukoon on top. Okay, so for example here, we have the dhamma, and then we have the letter with a sukoon, a lam, right? In the next examples that we are doing, exercise 18.2, we are going to have blank letters in between mutaharik letters, a letter with a stroke, like this noon here with a fatha, and mushaddad letters. So we're not looking at sukoon anymore, we're looking at a shadda. So for example, this lam shadda here. Okay, lam mushaddad, right? So we still have blank letters, okay, which we are not going to pronounce, right? But we are not joining with sukoon anymore, we're joining with the shadda now. Okay, so in this first example here, we have an alif, so that would be a normal a, and then we have an alif with a alif with a noon with an alif mother next to it. So that would normally be pronounced na for 2 seconds. Okay, But because we have a lam with a shadda on top, lam mushaddad, we are now going to join this noon to this lam. Okay, and it's all written in this example underneath, so we know how to pronounce it. And it would be Nallah.
Nallah.
Beautiful. Nallah.
Nallah.
Okay, so let's read this once from underneath and then we can read it from on top. So in this first example, if you start with Dawud and Tasmiyah, and then we can start this example here.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done. So we have Anallahu.
Anallahu.
Good. And just round on your mouth a little bit when saying this, okay? Anallahu.
Anallahu.
Beautiful. Excellent. Well done. So this is how you would see the word in the Quran, but this is how you pronounce it. So there's you don't have to pronounce any of these blank letters. Okay? Let's move on to the next one. Again, we have two words. We have this word here and we have this word here. Okay? We are going to join this lam with a dhamma on top, madmoom, to this sad with the shadda on top. Sad mushaddad. Okay, so we're just going to do the joining first. Okay, remember with the shadda letter we have to harden it. We really have to push down. So this would be lussa.
Lussa.
Okay, you can see it here as well. Okay, lussa.
Lussa.
Good. Make sure your mouth is nice and round because this is one of our thick letters, right? So we're going to read it from here and then we're going to read from the top. So, Ami.
Ami.
Ami lussa.
Ami lussa.
Ami lussalihati.
Ami lussalihati.
Beautiful. Well done. We're going to go back here. So same pronunciation, we just need to ignore all of these blank letters here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 blank letters. I'm not going to pronounce any of them. Okay, so Amilussolihati.
Amilussolihati.
Beautiful, very nice elongation there. Well done, excellent. Last example on this first line, which has the breakdown for us. Again, we've got a meme here with a kasra underneath, and we have a ta with a shadda, ta mushaddad. So the letters that we are going to join are this meme to this ta, and we can see it here in the example underneath. So it's mitta.
Mitta.
Good. Mitta.
Mitta.
Qawmitta.
Qawmitta.
Qawmittakhadhu.
Qawmittakhadhu.
Beautiful, well done, excellent. We can go back to this example because this is how we would see it written in the Quran. We're not going to pronounce this ya, we're not going to pronounce this alif, and we're not pronouncing this alif either at the end. Okay, so we're going to go straight through. Qawmittakhadhu.
Qawmittakhadhu.
Beautiful, well done. And N6359, that was lovely recitation. Jazakumullah.
Jazakallah.
Excellent. Could I have our next student, please?
Yes, A5341.
A541. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Good.
Excellent, good. Are you understanding the lesson okay?
Yes.
Excellent, good. So we're going to go straight through. We're not going to break it down like this anymore, but we can still break the sounds down if we need to. So we're going to start with Dawud and Tasmiyah, and then we'll start with this first example. So off you go.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good. So here we have the qaf with the dhamma, which we are now going to join to this lam with the shadda. We are not going to pronounce this waw, this alif, or this alif. So 3 blank letters here. So let's just practice that. Qulla,
Laqulla.
Good. So we start from the beginning. Laqulla.
Laqulla.
Laqulladhi.
Laqulladhi.
Good. Laqulladhina.
Laqulladhina.
Good. Excellent. Make sure you push on that lam with the shadda on it, okay, when you've pronounced that. Brilliant. Well done. Let's go on to our next one. Again, we've got our blank letters. We've got 4 in this example. We have waw, alif, alif, and a lam. Okay, they're all blank. We're not going to pronounce them, right? We also have a waw over here, which is blank. We're not going to pronounce that either. Okay, so none of the blank letters are being pronounced, right? We're going to join this meme over here all the way to the swad here. So we will do that by saying musa.
Musa.
Good. Musa.
Musa.
Good. Well done. So let's start at the beginning. Wa'a.
Wa'a.
Wa'aqi.
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 Wa'aqimussa.
Wa'aqimussa.
Wa'aqimussalah.
Wa'aqimussalah.
Wa'aqimussalata.
Wa'aqimussalata.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. This one here, again, lots of blank letters in the middle. We're not going to pronounce them. We're going to go straight from the ta all the way to the za over here. Tuzza.
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 Good. Excellent. Wa'atuzza.
Wa'aduzza.
Wa'atuzzakata.
Wa'aduzzakata.
Beautiful. Once more. Wa'atuzzakata.
Wa'atuzzakata.
Beautiful. Well done. Excellent. Keep practicing that. That was lovely recitation. Keep practicing. Be mindful of the blank letters that we're not going to pronounce. Okay? Excellent. Well done. Jazakumullah. Thank you for your help. Allah Hafiz. Our next student, please.
N6310.
N6310. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. N6310.
To another student.
Go to another student.
N6316.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. N6316. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well. Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Are you understanding everything in the lesson okay?
Yes.
Excellent. Good. So should we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah? We'll carry on with line number 3.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Excuse me,
Yes.
can I read myself?
Follow me for the moment, because remember there are lots of different students in the class. Everybody's learning it. And then if we have time, then we can listen to you reading by yourself as well. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so here we have a scene with the dhamma, which we have to join over here to the dhal mushaddad. So this would be suddi,
Kuzi,
suddi,
Suzi,
good, suddik.
Suzik,
Good, well done, because we then have to join this dhal to this qaf because there's a student child. Okay? Sudzikra.
Suzikra,
Beautiful. Let's do the whole word from the beginning. Nasudzikra.
Nasuzikra,
Beautiful, well done, excellent. Next example, again, lots of blank letters in the middle, not going to pronounce them. We'll join the ba all the way to the ra over here. Burru.
Buru,
Burru.
Buru,
Good, well done, excellent. Now, we have another mushaddad letter here. We need to harden this as well when we're saying it at the beginning. Gazza.
Gaza,
Gazza burru.
Gazaburu,
Gazza burru sula.
Gazaburu, Gazaburusula.
Beautiful, excellent, well done, very nice. Okay, next example. Again, blank letters in the middle, we don't need to recite. We'll go from the ra to the lam. Rullaha.
Rullaha.
Beautiful. Rullaha.
Rullaha.
Zakarullaha.
Zakarullaha.
Beautiful, excellent. Jazakumullah N6316. Very nice recitation. Well done. Allah Hafiz.
Jazakallah.
Have our next student, please.
Yes. A5360.
A5360. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm okay.
Are you well? Alhamdulillah. Good. Excellent. Are you understanding the lesson okay?
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay. We're having a little bit of delay on your voice. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Excellent. Good. So if we start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah, and then we'll do this last line together.
I have a question.
G. Yes.
How long is it gonna last? The Quran last like for days or months?
Okay. That's a question you can ask your parents because all that information has been given to them. Okay. Of the dates of the class.
Okay.
Brilliant. Excellent. So start with Tawuz
Okay.
and Tasmiyah, please, and then we can carry on from here.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Excellent. So we'll start here. We're going to join this Hamza all the way to the scene over here. And we're not going to pronounce any of these blank letters. So we're going to do that first. Ussu.
Usu.
Good. Now, this is a rule we haven't covered yet, but we need to elongate this whole thing for 4 seconds. Okay? This madda, it will come up in the next week or so. We'll be covering this. But just for today, you need to know we need to elongate this sound for 4 seconds. Okay?
Okay.
Ussu.
Usu.
Good, well done. So we're going to start at the beginning. We've got another madda here. We're going to elongate this for 4 seconds as well. Okay? Asa.
Asa.
Good. You need to take a nice deep breath so you can get to that 4 seconds. Okay? Asa. Ussu.
Asa. Usu.
Good. Take a deeper breath when you're doing it. We're going to finish the word, but it's something that we can all practice afterwards as well. Asa ussu a.
Asa. Usu. Va.
Ah.
Ah.
The vertical fatha is on top of the alif here. Okay, so we elongate that for 2 seconds. I'll do it once more. Asa ussu a. Hello?
Asa. Asa. Usu. Ah.
Good, much better. Everybody make sure that when you need to elongate, you take a nice deep breath before you start so that you can get the whole or the 2 words, the combined words out in one breath. Excellent, good. Next one, we have a lam here, which we will join to this ta. Okay, we have another shadda afterwards and a sukoon. So we're going to do this section together. Okay, so it would be lutayyar.
Okay. Lutayyar.
Good, well done. Qalutayyar.
Qalutayyar.
Good, well done. قالوا طيرنا بك. Hello? There seems to be a problem with the connection.
Yes, there is.
85660.
Should be.
Read it again.
Okay, try it once more. If we can hear you, then that's fine. I'm sorry, we can't hear that.
Can you read again?
Discipline in charge, I can't hear the student properly.
Okay, so we move
Yeah.
to another student then.
Yes,
Wait a second. N6324.
N6324. Assalamu
I
alaikum.
think we had the student, sorry.
Okay.
N6358.
N6358.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello? There's a long one. Or just
Assalamu alaikum, day teacher.
Assalamu alaikum.
So there is a problem with the day teacher connection, so just mute you for a second.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, day teacher.
Wa alaikum assalam, discipline in charge. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. If we just go to the last line, then we're just about to finish.
This one, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Okay. And the student is?
Sorry. N6358.
N6358. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Are you understanding the lesson okay? I know it's been a bit annoying today with the internet. I don't know what's going on, but we've just got these last two examples to do. So if you do tawuz and tasmiyah, and then we can start this, okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Beautiful. We're going to start with this second example, which we just began. So, قالوا طيرنا بك.
قالوا طيرنا بك.
Beautiful, well done. And we'll go on to the last example. Here again, we have the blank letters we're not going to pronounce. We're going to go all the way from the lam to the sad. Okay, and that's what we're going to join. Lissar.
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 Wait, sorry, where are we?
The last example,
Oh, yeah.
right at the bottom. Lam.
Lam, yeah.
Yes, here. Can you see that? Sorry, the discipline in charge hand underneath. Can you see that? There's a lam and then the sad, and you have to join it to the ra as well.
Yeah.
Lissar.
Lissar.
Beautiful, well done. So we have khulissar.
Khulissar.
Khulissarha.
Khulissarha.
Beautiful, well done. So again, we have two blank alifs in this last example as well, which we're not going to pronounce. So we'll start at the beginning with the lam. So it would be la had.
Lahad.
Good. La had.
Lahad.
La had khulissarha.
Lahad khulissarha.
Beautiful, well done, excellent, very nice. If you can stay on the line, and we will just try to keep you on the line for the last prayer. Let me quickly show you our homework before that, 1 second. Here we go. Let me quickly show you everybody our homework for today, which is right here, which is just to practice what we covered in class today. Okay, they are 2 words, so you do need to take a nice deep breath when you try them, but do please practice, because practice makes progress, as we say. Okay, so we'll stay on the line with N6358 for our last prayer.
Could I read this one on my own?
Yes, if you start with tawuz and tasmiyah, and then off you go.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma arhamni bil Qur'anil azim. Waj'alhu li imaman wa nuran wa hudan wa rahmah.
And the translation?
O Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran and make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance and the mercy.
Jazakumullah. Thank you everybody for your patience with the issues, and inshallah we will see you all again in the next meeting.
Allah Hafiz.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.